this game. Our first game for our last game day in the group stage. Versosa and Nunez will jump it up. Nunez wins it, Abis gets it to Orgo. LPU in a zone. And teams have been zoning Perpetual during this three-game losing streak, forcing them to shoot threes. And Orgo can't get that one to fall.
Because if you're going to play man-to-man against Perpetual, malaki yung mga wings nila. Kasi si Goku Cruz is around 6'2", 6'1", 6'2". Si Patrick Sleet around 6'2 din na stocky. So kaya kanilang i-isolate. But if you're going to settle in a zone, you negate their rebounding din. Kasi you're defending your spots.
So Perpetual still trying to find the best way to combat the zone that other teams have been employing against them. Sleet missing on both attempts. Nunez, Goho Cruz, aatake. Back to Sleet. Sleet, sidestep. Sleet. And now we see an aggressive Sleet. That's 3 shot attempts in 1 possession.
Good contact balance on Patrick Sleet. Stepping to the side and finishing.
Moralejo. Montaño binigay kay Barba. And that's traveling on Ato Barba. Now we get our first courtside report from Glycel Galpo.
Thanks, Anton. Head coach Olsen Razella's mindset never changes. He approaches this game with the same intensity and purpose. With this, he told me earlier that what they must do today is to play consistently for the whole 40 minutes, acknowledging how they failed to do so in the recent games, especially with that bad start against Arellano. Kaya naman ngayong araw, he only asks for one thing, and that is for them to forget what was and remember their true purpose. Dagdag niya, he hopes for the Altas to come out more intentional and have their eyes set back on the prize and what they are gunning for. Anton and Coach Hammer.
Yep, they've got to stay the course, continue to trust the process, and keep their eyes on the prize. Yeah, this is the biggest opportunity for a championship for the Altas.
Yep.
Since the time of Vladimir Joe.
I still have nightmares about that missed layup in the Final Four. That was a very strong team. Sila Fritz Bauzon, Kiel Misa, Vladimir Joe, Bambi Barnzon, Kuya Kay Cuenco. So always been supporting and watching the Altas game. So yung team na yan with Coach Bay Cristobal at the helm was their closest team to getting into winning a championship. They went against Letran in that championship game. Kinapos lang sa dulo.
Nunez scoring on the putback. And both those teams were lower ranked teams.
Yep.
When they advanced to the finals.
At saka yung team ng Perpetual, traditionally, marami silang magagaling na big guys eh. And yung size nila, even on the wings, parang ganitong team eh. They're built on size, they're built on physicality. Ang hirap kasi banggayin nun eh. Joe, Cuenco, Barnson, Balboa, Mendoza, malalaki yung mga bigs talaga nila and mahahaba. Similar to this type of big guys, mas skilled lang nga on the perimeter itong mga bigs ni Coach Olsen.
5-0 start for the Altas as Nunez completes the 3-point play.
Better start for them.
Barba looking for a friend. Interception almost completed by Goho Cruz.
Very deceptive. Itong mga wing guys ng Perpetual. They might be one of the top 3 teams when it comes to playing cat and mouse din sa mga ball reversal.
Moralejo runs out of time.
Shot clock violation.
So LPU still looking a little bit sluggish. Against Arellano, they were dominated by the Chiefs. Chiefs, arguably the hottest team in the NCAA right now. Oh, what a pass. Paulo couldn't catch it. Nunez, binigay dito kay Orgo. Orgo drop pass to Patrick. That's the 4th attempt of Patrick Sleet, and you love to see it. An aggressive Patrick Sleet
Taking foul,
was
number
what
13,
jump-started
first.
the Perpetual run in the early goings of this season.
And ito rin yung
Two free throws for
primary
Patrick.
break, yung mga initial attack ng Perpetual, when we first covered them after their first game, when I first covered them rather, on their pangalawang laro sa season, kapansin-pansin na ang bilis nila mag-forward pass, ina-atake nila. Pero since this losing streak, umi-sprint kasi pababa yung mga kalaban, tapos sinasona agad sila. So ito ang importante, yung aggressiveness ni Patrick Sleet, para pag nakaka-abante siya sa ilalim, nakakakuha siya ng fouls. Siya kailangan tumira si Patrick.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
An Achilles heel of Patrick really is his free throw shooting, because he's one of the best at getting to the line and drawing fouls.
An average na 5 or 6 free throws a game,
but only shooting 59%. Barba to Montaño. Montaño on a fadeaway. Still can't find the bottom of the net.
good defense by the Perpetual Altas. Tatlo agad yung nandoon.
Goho Cruz. Barba. Moranejo. LPU still looking for that first basket. Paulo. Barba. Barba pulls the trigger. Nunez attacking. Goho Cruz. MGC still can't buy a basket. Multiple fakes. And finally, Goho Cruz scores. An 8-0 start for the Altas as Coach Gilbert Malabanan
Timeout LPU Pirates.
calls a timeout, but he's
Yung contest kasi meron ng 6-minute timeout eh.
all right. We'll take that break and be back to continue this ball game. Mark Goho Cruz averaging 13.2 points per game. He leads his team in scoring. This sophomore has been on a slump as of late. Had a chance to win the game against Arellano at the buzzer, but wasn't able to connect. And we need to see the MGC that was setting the tone and leading the way for the Altas in the early goings of the season.
Well, consistent naman yung production ni Mark Goho Cruz, and not only on scoring, kasi yun yung tinitingnan sa kanya. He's in his average 14.6 boards, 4 assists in 27 minutes. It's right there. Hindi lang siya makashoot ng 3-point zone, and that game could have gone either way. It was a 1-point game. They had multiple possessions to take care of business. They had stops. Yun yung pinaka-importante. Nakakuha sila ng stops in the end game. Kinapos lang. So back to the drawing board. You're one possession away. Ganun kagandang basketball. Ganun ka-dynamic. They just need one possession to take care of business.
Perpetual is hoping that this will be the game that gets them back to where they were before that 3-game losing skid. Versosa under goal stab. First basket of the game for the Pirates.
Good zip pass from the corner. Maliit yung tao ni Versosa on the dive.
Goho Cruz. Abyss. Abyss with a jumper. Goho Cruz.
Well, that's one way to beat the zone. That's another way, interior passing. Zumon din kasi ang Perpetual of the timeout. But talking about the Altas, Dalawa eh. Sinasabi sa atin, tumira tayo sa labas pagka zone ng depensa. Pero,
Coming in for
isa pang
Jonathan.
wrinkle is kailangan kumuha ng rebound. Kasi free lane ka eh, makakatakbo ka. Yun ang ginagawa ng Perpetual ngayon. Kaya mas marami silang shot attempts compared to LPU.
Barba to Montaño. Versosa. Barba, top of the key, three. Bottoms.
Trail Barba, 3.
And somebody that has been being challenged for his consistency. Kasi LP will only go as far as Ato Barba can bring them. Yeah, you have other pieces there, but for the most part, talagang si Ato Barba magdidictate.
Second foul, the number 4, Dave Paulo, his first 3 on the Pirates. 2 free throws for Marco Cruz.
MGC good on the first. Two for two sa pagkakataon na yun para kay Mark Goho Cruz.
Half-court zone press for Perpetual after those made free throws. Dropping into this 2-3. Oh, check. Nag-1-2-2 pa sila rito.
Barba. Versosa.
Ito may advantage si Versosa. Pagka zinone mo. Kasi madulas tong si Versosa. Parang palos, kilos ng kilos. And yung activity niya, magbibigay ng advantage sa pagkuha ng rebound pag sinona mo sila.
Rez Villegas coming in for the Pirates. Ray Maglupay coming in for the Altas.
Maglupay. Checking in for Patrick Sleet.
So on tally, Coach Olsen has used 7 players. Maglupay and Boran coming off the bench. Naging question yan, Anton, di ba? Tinatanong mo rin sa akin kung gaano kalalim itong team ng Perpetual. So na-amplify dahil hindi nasasabayan na yung first group nila. Kasi number 1 scoring first group sila, if I'm not mistaken, when they were at the top of the team standings natin before this skid.
Versosa. Montaño. Barba. Boran. Goho Cruz. Orgo. Nunez. Oh!
Miscommunication right there. That's one thing na sasabihin ni Coach Olsen. If you're going to cut, you can't pause. Kasi merong read na gagawin. Babasahin ka ng big guy. It's either you go for the handoff or magsiscreen siya dun sa corner. Zoom action, which is ginagawa nila. Magsiscreen ka dun and then aangat si Mark Goho Cruz for the next handoff. Huminto si Orgo. Yun yung kaya napakapalakpak si Coach Olsen. Yun yung tinitignan, nagkakaroon ng humps yung opensa nila kaysa dumadaloy ng mas maigi.
Moralejo on the attack. Moralejo switching hands and finishing at the rim.
Ganda ng initial counter niya on that closeout. Quick attack lang and then the dexterity to switch hands in mid-air.
Nunez. Binigay kay Alcantara. Boral. Back to Alcantara. Alcantara for 3. Good start for Josh Alcantara.
A specialty of the house, one of their better three-point shooters.
And Barba goes straight to the rack.
He was definitely holding down the R2 with that attack. Contact and finish.
Boral. Alcantara. Bounce pass. Nunez. Too strong. Alcantara. Casinillo. Alcantara. 6 on the shot clock. Boral. Step back.
So yun na naman, offensive rebounding. Yan ang nagbibigay buhay dito sa koponan ni Coach Olsen.
Timeout for Perpetual Altas.
It's a 4-point lead for the Altas.
And the Altas.
This is the last playing year for Ato Barba, a guy who has been used to leading LPU to the Final Four, but this has been arguably their most difficult season. It started with the injury to his buddy Maclod Guadagna, so he's playing his final year on his own, so to speak. The final wave.
Laban lang. Right in his averages, except for the rebounding part. Pero we were expecting more from Ato Barba, but he's playing and may mga bursts siya na maganda yung laro. It's been a year of inconsistency para sa kanya.
Villegas. Taileg. Renz Villegas. Villegas. Nabitawan ng bola. Casinillo. Casinillo with a deflection there.
19 seconds on the shot.
Good pressure right there. Sprinting down and just preventing that post entry. Pasahan yung poste.
Maglupay. Casinillo. Boral pulls up for three. JP Boral.
JP Boral, three.
Now I'm still waiting for JP Boral to connect things. Laki, wing, may tira sa labas, can dribble and attack. Parang once he settles in, maganda yung measurables niya.
Taileg. Casinillo. 5 on the shot clock. Taileg launches air ball.
I think that was
Shot clock
partially
violation.
blocked din yung tira niya. Of this reversal. Smooth looking jumper for JP.
Casinillo. Alcantara. Casinillo. Oh!
Pushing foul, number 6.
Lupay hits the deck.
His first 4 on the Pirates. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Alcantara receives the pass from Casinillo. Tolabot puts it up and in.
Good soft hands and maganda yung pasa. Never let them attack the baseline dahil may gap, but good hands by Tolabo to catch that pass.
Villegas. Casinillo. Reyes.
Holding foul, number 15, Jacob Tolabot, his first 4 on
Oh, what a catch. What a catch by Tolabot.
14
It's
seconds
just the
on shot
hardest
clock.
thing for big guys. Yung catching on the move and then just finishing in traffic.
Villegas, wild shot.
Hirap na tira nun.
Maglupay gets it ahead to Alcantara. Alcantara to Casinillo. Boral. Alcantara. Boral. Pulls up for three. And Maglupay saves another possession for the Altas.
4 seconds.
Alcantara. Casinillo at the horn. L.A. Casinillo for three.
Good recognition on the strong side help. Downhill drive off the scramble. Libre corner shooter. You have to hit that every time. Ito, kitang-kita dito, Anton. Ang magiging key guy is si Reyes. Pagka humel, libre yung shooter sa corner. Knock it down.
Perpetual getting their bearings back, it seems, as they have established a 12-point lead at the end of the first quarter. Bangkok representative Mr. Frank Ducey of the University of Perpetual Health System Dalta on hand with us as we begin the second quarter of this matchup between LPU and Perpetual. Anton Rojas together with Coach Hammer, Martin Antonio, and we have Gleisel Galpo with us at courtside.
So, Anton, iniisip ko, sa Perpetual, sino yung winningest? Si Sir Frank, may pinakamaraming championship, basketball championship sa program. Kasi on my account, yung inabutan ko, 4 eh. from San Sebastian with the years of Nicole Uy.
So I came in 2009 and he was in San Sebastian. They
so
won the
that's Calvin.
championship there.
Calvin's here. Nicole Uy, nakadalawa, and Jam Alfad. Ito kanina pa tinatamaan si Alcantara. So let's look at this contact right here of that screen.
There was a swing on the hand of Villegas that hit the face of Alcantara.
Oh, but kasi you're trying to put pressure as a defender, and the offensive player can also maneuver. You can't just put your face inside the cylinder kasi meron din siyang room for movement. So may reverse cam tayo, may angle doon na mas makikita yung movement eh. Ito yung nasa likuran natin. Definitely that's the reverse cam. That's their main cam pala. Kita yan eh. Yun dun sa gilid.
And Renz may have just been swinging his arms for momentum.
Oo, exactly. Kasi yung mga defensive player, you can pressure, especially off ball, pero kailangan may pressure release kapag gumagalaw na. Pag dinikit mo pa rin yan, merong room to maneuver yung mga offensive players. Especially yung FIBA calls, minsan nga pwede mo pang i-jerk ng konti, tutulak mo ng konti, lalo na pag madikit na madikit sa'yo. Hindi tinatawagan ng mga officials. Well, it's an occupational hazard if you're a defensive player. We've been in far worse things than just a hit. Minsan friendly fire pa. So itong reversed angle yung tinitignan nating mga officials here.
Now, these players also have to be careful, especially a player like Villegas, because you don't want to get thrown out before the next phase of the tournament.
Yep. Oh, so it's a holding foul on Alcantara and a sportsmanlike foul on Villegas.
in unsportsmanlike foul on number 20 against the
Parang ako naman, ang point ko doon pagka tinitignan, hinahawakan ako, ref. If I would contest it, ako yung naglalaro. Ref, hinahawakan ako. Kailangan ko i-swing para makakalas ako kasi hinahatak ako. But again, officials have a better angle on that. Especially with Alcantara, pesky defender.
So now, if you're Villegas, just whatever you do, don't commit another unsportsmanlike foul
Or a
that will
technical foul.
disqualify you from the next game. And you gotta wonder if Coach Gilbert will save him for the next game, which will be a do or die, a play-in.
Tsaka mahirap kasi yan, Ton, yung mga hawak ng hawak, tapos pumipiglas ka, tapos pa-flop. Kasi dati naman nung naglalaro tayo, wala gaano pumaflop eh. Ngayon, pagka kinindatan, pumaflop na eh.
Perpetual Altas retains the ball possession.
Kaya pag mga guards, hawak ng hawak, idadaan ko sa big man eh. Dalhin nyo dun sa big man. Padaanan nyo ng padaanan sa screen.
Boral gives it to Labot for 3. Ball is loose. It is picked up by LPU. Peñafiel on the drive. Peñafiel with the finish. And now we get this update from Glycel Galpo.
Coach Gilbert Malabanan remains unfazed, backed by complete trust in his players. Kwento niya nga sa akin kanina ay wala na raw bago sa kung nasaan sila ngayon. Speaking on the adversities that they have faced and conquered in the past, kumpiyansa pa rin daw siya na makakaangat pa rin sila on top of the roster. In his words, even if you have a bad start, how you finish is more important. Today, he demands the Pirates' best effort, emphasizing how this is key for a stronger mental composure and better execution. Biro pa nga ni Coach Gilbert, malay mo, ngayon ay magulat namin ang lahat. So let's see if they can successfully surprise us with another win today. Back to you guys.
Meron ng roadmap si Coach Gilbert Malabanan. You know, just win the play-in and then go from there.
Yeah. Paisa-isa lang. Possession by possession lang. Hindi na nga game by game eh. Possession by possession. Just win possessions and then find a way to be right there at the 12th round to get that W.
They beat San Beda at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum.
Oh,
So
they were lights out in that game. Lights out. That was the best LPU I've seen this season.
Josh Moralejo went crazy.
Brad, pag nasushoot talaga sa half court, yung mga tira mo, hindi ka tatalunin. Tapos hindi na ulit nakashoot after that.
Meron pa siyang layup na hindi nakatingin sa basket. Pumasok.
Basta shoot. Hindi naman tinatanong paano mo tinira. Basta shoot.
Casinillo, meanwhile, shooting a jumper. Perpetual, of course, will wait for the winner of JRU versus EAC. So they're sitting pretty at the top spot.
Pero yung top spot kasi nila, they're on shaky ground ngayon eh. Dahil sunod-sunod yung talo nila. This is very important for them to at least regain their bearings going into the playoffs. Kasi ayaw mong shaky eh.
Yeah. But you know what? As we see this layup by Peñafiel, Perpetual was... I feel like right now, they're less shakier than they were before the Arellano win against Mapua. Because there were 3 different scenarios. There was even that possibility na mawala yung twice to beat sa Perpetual. But with the Arellano win against Mapua, walang kahirap-hirap nilang nakuha yung number 1. They were just probably practicing and then got the news that they're number 1.
Yan ang kagandahan ng delayed gratification at saka long-term perception. Kung ipon ka na ng panalo sa simula pa lang, magko-compound yung interest niyan. Dire-diretso yan.
Pumondo ng maaga eh.
Oo, exactly.
It paid off. It paid off.
Para hindi ka nagagahol sa oras, hindi mo kailangan pakamatay sa dulo. Fresh ka pa papasok sa playoffs.
Now we have a player that we don't really mention, Magdangal, on the floor. In fact, we don't mention him at all. That I don't see his name in the roster.
Yeah, it's the first time that he has been inserted this season by Coach Olsen. Freshman.
Locking foul, the number 15, Genesis Aviles.
Pero pagka ako, ganyan, nasa reserve ako, sayang yung playing year.
in Ato Barba coming in
If
for
you're going
the
to get
Pirates.
inserted at the last
2 free throws for Ray Maglupay.
option. But again, you earned your spot. Ang hindi pa nga napapakawalan dito yung Roluna eh. Remember, we were covering him in the juniors. And sila nila Lebron Daep, si Borja, nandiyan din sa roster. And then the future looks very good para dito sa Perpetual Altas and also the now.
This is literally the first time Magdangal has played all season long because Jan Roluna played one game.
Brad, minsan ka lang magulat ng player eh. Kasi lagi tayo ready sa mga players. Tapos biglang may bunot na malalim si Coach Olsen. But that's a good thing for the kid. Given an opportunity here to at least get his feet wet in the NCAA, get his opportunity. Because we don't know. Ganyan din natin nakita si Jacob Cortez to start off, di ba? During the latter stages of the season 97.
And the only thing we know about Magdangal at this point is he has the same barber as Sean Orgo.
Ano man tawag sa haircut na ganyan?
You should ask Jomel Puno.
It's the Gen Z hair.
Except Jomel Puno has his own flair to it. He turns it into a Son Goku type
Jasper
look.
Matienzo coming in for the
And I hope he
Pirates.
recovers like Son Goku too. I leave it at that.
The young kid Magdangal.
Lamelo ball na buhok eh, di ba?
Duremdes. Magdangal trying to score his first NCAA basket. Missing on the floater. Barba. Backdoor pass. Moralejo. Abis with the board.
Speaking of John Abis, somebody who has been playing really well despite of the losses. John Abis has been consistent for their squad.
Magdangal for three.
Good pass. Good pass by Jasper Matienzo on the downhill cut.
From Jasper Matienzo.
Magdangal. Goho Cruz. Abis. Abis. Piso.
John Abbott.
And John Abis
Timeout LPU Pirates.
puts the Perpetual lead back to 12. Nice pass. Matienzo finding Orige. At ito naman, surprised that Ato Barba just left Abis.
Alam mo, Anton, right on cue. Sinabi mo piso-piso. Di ba nabanggit ko yung mga teams ng Perpetual nun? I gotta send a big shout out dito. He's been a very good competitor. When I was younger, tagasalo ko ng mga siko nito. Of course, Kuya Kuy Cuenco. Magandang araw sa inyo. Kuya Lordino Cuenco, pagaling ka. They're watching right now from Guagua, Pampanga. Betis, Guagua, Pampanga. Magandang araw sa inyo. And hopefully, makabisita ka ulit dito dahil magandang nilalaro ng Perpetual and yung squad ninyo. Marami pa ring pinahirapan niya nung panahon natin. But thank you for enjoying the games. So here comes LPU on the half court trying to engage their offense. Peñafiel. Montaño from top of the key. Swings it. Barba para sa tres. Long board. Offensive rebound for Montaño. Attacking. Missing that shot. Abis nagmamadali.
Goho Cruz. Deep in the trenches. Abis. Too strong. Goho Cruz is fouled. He will head to the line for two.
And just punishing the defense of LPU. Mabagal yung pagbaba. Kukuha sila ng offensive rebounds. Tsaka, ang dami nilang nagka-cash boards. Tatlo, consistently.
Your free throws, Mark Gordon.
MGC good on the first. Points now for the Altas with still 4 minutes and 42 seconds remaining
23 seconds on
here in the first half. Montano gets it to Barba. Montano back to Barba. Barba for three. Ato Barba.
There you go. Signs of life from LPU. Careful, Ato Barba.
Putting down number 12, Josh Moralejo, his first board on the Pirates. 17 seconds on the shot clock.
8 points now for Barba, 2 for 6 from beyond the arc. Magdangal. Goho Cruz gives it back to Kyle Magdangal. Nunez. Probably the farthest shot he's taken this season. Matienzo. Montano for three. And Kyle Montano sinks it. LPU coming back.
Ang laking bagay nung pag-roll lang ng big man. Gumagalaw yung depensa, so merong konting-konting daylight yung mga shooters. Kahit hindi ka maging offensive option, passer or screener ka lang, ang laking bagay nun.
Duremdes spins. Duremdes, good footwork.
It's in the blood. It's in the blood. Ganda ng pihit sa ilalim. And remember, Duremdes was a big man when he was in high school. He was a 3-4 guy, but now he's playing more of a guard here.
Matienzo. Barba, his 7th attempt. Air ball.
Sean Orgo. Coming in for Kyle Magdangal.
And there's that triple by Montano.
Jim Donabot for Rico Nunez.
Duremdes. Orgo. Duremdes trying to get it inside to Tolabut. Barba on the attack. Barba draws a foul.
And that swipe was what was called for. Okay yung initial na salo sa bangga ni Orgo.
Naging foul, number 9, Sean Orgo. Timeout, Perpetual Altas. Substitutions for the Pirates.
We have substitutions and the timeout. It's a 10-point lead for the Altas. We have a visitor from Slovenia, Mr. Rick Brooks. Coach Rick Brooks. He is the under-16 national team coach from Slovakia basketball. With the SBA hat and the SBA shirt. Again, that's Coach Rick Brooks checking out the talent here in the NCAA.
Yep, and we've been learning a lot from international play, and we've been adapting. A lot of teams now running 3-man sets. More 3-pointers, of course, more off-ball action. which is how basketball is supposed to be played. Less isolations. Everybody touching that rock.
Seeing a lot of young veterans already
Yeah.
coming in.
I'm excited for later.
San Beda Letran matchup.
Yeah. Nagpapanik pa nga ako dun sa headset ni Dibo. Baka masyadong malakas yung drums eh.
Shot clock in 19 seconds.
A lot are looking forward to that matchup.
So for those of you who aren't aware, Debo is Hammer's son.
Yes.
And is he watching his first San Beda Letran game today?
Yes, I hope so. Pending pa sa mami. Lakas kasi ng drum sa NC eh. It can wait. Pero kailangan rin magmano kay Uncle Alan at saka Uncle Yuri. Yun ang importante.
Abyss. Turn around. Montaño.
Oh, there you go, John Roluna.
Yeah, he was one of the stars of that Perpetual Championship.
He's very impressive. This guy, especially he can convert into a guard na malaki, na malakas kumuha ng offensive rebounds, that can shoot from the outside. So, malaking room for him to learn. Tapos hindi siya kailangan madaliin kasi nandiyan pa si Patrick
2
Smith.
minutes.
Tsaka nandiyan din si MGC.
This is only the second time that Roluna has been fielded in this season.
Pushing foul to number 15, J.M. Colabo.
Roluna was the leading scorer of the juniors team. He averaged 15.3 points per game. That's higher than the MVP, LeBron
14
Diab.
seconds on the shot clock.
And he was very instrumental in that game to win the finals.
Roluna gets it. A chance for Roluna to show what he can do. Gives it to Orgo. And that's what his teammates on the bench were saying. He should... Somebody should remind him of who he was in high school.
Well, ganun kasi yun eh. He has been learning this season. Oh, never follow jump shooter. But going back to Roluna, been learning this season, not getting much of burn, more of a scouting team practice player. But again, the confidence will be back. He just needs to get the reps, get his timing back. Kasi ang hirap niya na hindi ka gaano nabibigyan ng minuto and then biglang i-insert ka. Kailangan mentally ready ka rin and you need to have enough reps for you to just compete. He'll come around.
Interestingly, Coach Hammer, he has not attempted a shot. So the first game he played 2 minutes and 25 seconds and did not attempt a shot. So we're still waiting for that first shot attempt from Jan Roluna. Hopefully, mabigyan tayo ng magandang tira. Tignan natin to. Roluna. They're daring him to shoot. Tolabot.
J.M. Colabo.
Good interior passing. Big to big action.
Montaño. Oh, multiple spins. That was nice.
I mean, even better footwork. I mean, the spins would only work with the footwork. Ito muna yung interior passing, Boral to Tolabo to break that zone. But how about this? Look at the footwork. It's right there, pivoting, spinning, and not lifting that pivot foot. And again, contact balance to finish under duress.
Galing dun, ha? I rarely see a double spin.
I rarely see a spin right in this day and age of basketball. Para si Sean Umali na lang yung nakikita ko, tsaka si Bismarck Lina. Kahit si Alin Liwag, catch and finish na lang eh. Hindi na siya gaanong pumipihit-pihit dyan eh.
Oh, wow!
Heads up play.
What a heads-up play by Moraleo, tapping it off the body of Orgo.
21 seconds on the shot.
Lakas din ng pasa ni Ato Barba eh. Para kay Usain Bolt yung pasa eh. Pero yan, heads up play. Oh, good job. Nasa outside na kasi si Orgo.
Para sa mga bata, hindi na si Bolt si Speed na.
Hindi ako naniniwala doon. Nai-edit yun.
Second foul to number 26, John Rodona.
Lahat ng tao, hinahamon pati si Usain Bolt Ato Barba on a drive.
Over the hill na si Usain Bolt. Noah Lyles. Pag yan yung mga kinalaban mo, tapos nasa truck kayo, Brad, iba kasi yung interbarangay na kwentuhan, pero yung pagka merong the stakes are highest, hindi yung tinawag mo lang, nastakbuhan tayo. Loko. Yun ang nasobrahan sa editing, Brad. Pero mabilis din talaga siya. Mabilis siya tumakbo.
10 points for Barba as Daineg returns.
Sa atin, sino ba? Ako kasi ang inubutan ko Michael Johnson Michael Johnson talaga
Yeah,
yun.
Michael Johnson. Yeah.
Tapos yung mga 2000s sa Usain Bolt na
Orgo.
So Brigano also being inserted here.
Sleet.
Good pass.
Sean. Libre mula sa kanto.
That was an easy read right there with the defense getting inside the shaded area on that downhill drive. Very easy pass. Locate the shooter on the corner. Most of the time, if it's a pack line defense, help yan. You gotta knock down those shots.
For Perpetual to make it far, I envision Sean Orgo knocking down threes. Wide open threes like that one. Moranejo missing from half court as Patrick Sleet and the Perpetual Altas lead Coach Gilbert Malabanan's LPU Pirates 37-27 at the half.